Everybody, and welcome back to the Holy Hot Flash podcast. I'm Karrie.
And I'm Deb.
And we're together again on this very smoky day.
Yes. First of all, I must be out of touch. I did not know that Canada was on fire. Not the whole country, but
right.
I thought it was going to storm yesterday, like late afternoon.
So did I, in the evening.
Yeah, and Brian goes, "It's the Canadian fires." I'm like, I didn't know anything was even on fire. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then this morning, I was on my way, like we got up early and went to the bar. It smells now.
Yeah, it does. It literally has an odor. Brolin has been walking like 3 to 4 miles every morning. This morning I got up and asked him, like, did you walk already? He's like, no. And then I looked outside and I'm like, oh, okay, I see why.
Well, Brady told me there's like an air quality. We're not even supposed to be out there.
It's like twice as bad in Toledo.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they closer?
Not necessarily, but maybe the way the wind is blowing, they get more of it than we do. They might be just a little bit north of us, but not much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, because I haven't looked at the news or watched the news, because this happened last year. Are these like controlled fires, or are these like,
you know what? I don't
wildfires that just
kind of like you in the dark about it all until I woke up and looked outside.
You think I would have looked today, but I didn't.
Yeah, it's wow.
It is, and it must not supposed to be better tomorrow because the barn where we're at, Titan goes out. And she just, on my way over here, she sent me a text. Do you want them out tomorrow? And do you want the windows closed? I'm like, the windows closed? I feel like it's hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
But, I mean, I guess if you're standing in a stall breathing it in, well, I don't know.
I'm thankful I don't have something like asthma or something like that and have to stay inside.
Yes, I agree. Because it stinks. You almost think there's going to be like sulfur coming down.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty nasty.
It is. It's gross. Yeah. So that, and it's humid. So the humidity, like those two combined together, it's hard to see.
Yeah. It's almost like a fog.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre. Yeah.
Good times in Ohio, those dang Canadians. Okay, so today our topic is going to be adult parenting. Like boundaries. Like, do you have them? Do you set them? Like, and do you make the boundary tighter as they get older? Like you want to know less and less, or do you not need to know anything at all? Like,
no, I definitely want to know some things. That's for sure.
Do you ask questions?
Yes, I do. Does
it matter more for the children that live in your house versus the ones that don't?
I say no to that. It doesn't matter if they're in the house or not in the house. If I have a specific question that I'm going to ask them, it doesn't matter, because probably the reason I'm asking is it's for their benefit, so they can rethink what it is they might be doing as well and really take a little bit more time to consider, are their actions appropriate?
How about stuff like money, their finances, or...
I get into Katie's finances a little bit because I still have access to her account. That girl can spend some money. And you know what? It's my fault.
Well, you like to shop. You have to own that.
Yeah,
you are a shopper.
However,
you are a budget shopper.
Exactly. I don't spend a lot.
You don't. I have never seen somebody. You're a very good shopper. Like, did you back in the day? This was, I think, probably before we met, when it was big, when people would have, I saw women that would have binders and they would have coupons.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Not an actual binder, but I had a big, envelope, and I divvied in canned goods, baked goods, cereal,
really,
cleaning products. Oh yeah.
I would stand behind people in line and watch them, and I'm like, I wish I could do that. I'm not that organized. But I mean, these women, you could tell and then they would buy, like, there was a lot of dish soap or something because it was really on sale plus a coupon.
And you almost get it free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Although I went to Kohl's the other day and I returned stuff, and then so I had a credit because for whatever reason in today's world, I had 7 different returns, as in 7 different purchase dates.
Okay.
And I had receipts for all of them except one. And they couldn't find it under my phone number, which I put in for Kohl's Rewards, or under my email. So she had to give me store credit. So she gives me store credit, which was fine. And then I had a 40% off. And then I had, I never buy anything full price at Kohl's.
Yeah.
To me, you're
if you do,
crazy.
you're
You're
silly.
stupid.
Yeah.
Kind of like Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
If you wait a week at Hobby Lobby, I've learned their rotation of when things are on sale. Anyways, long story short, I saved I only spent $16. And my total started out at 182.
That's so nice.
Isn't it?
It's very nice.
I just got in the car and I just looked at my receipt and smiled. Nobody was even with me. I was just so happy with myself. I'm like, I like that I did this.
Yeah, that is a nice feeling.
But then I almost was like, I should go back in and buy a second one of this shirt I liked, but I only bought one because I didn't want to spend too much money. And then I'm like, shoot. But then you'd never get it all because the way it would add up, you would, whatever. So anyways, you look at her spending some.
I do, yes.
Does it?
I wouldn't say I get on her about it because I really don't.
I was
but
just
I'm
going to say, do you lecture her?
No. I'm like, why are you shopping so much? I might ask a question like that. Or why have you dipped into your savings? Like, what's going on?
Does she answer you?
She would, yeah. I don't ask it often. I'm very lenient. I have to be honest.
No, I ask. So Reagan, I don't have to because I have to say she doesn't spend. This is a girl. She might get mad that I'm sharing this. This is a boundary I might be crossing. She gets her paychecks automatically deposited. She has no clue what day. She thinks it's Fridays, but she doesn't know when. It's every other Friday, but she don't know which one. And so I said to her, she
needs to find that out.
Girl.
Some days they come early if Friday is like a holiday.
Yes. And so she did something. She got her nails done and then she got the same day a package from Shein. And I just said to her, girl, you're not close to being broke, are you? I had no idea. And she goes, well, I haven't got the alert on my phone that I'm under $100. And I go, you have no clue what your balance is. And she's like, no, I just get an alert that I'm under 100. She goes, and I haven't had that since before Christmas. I'm like, are you kidding me? So then I'm on her account. So I have my own debit card and she's got her own. And so I'm like, I'm going to go look. I'm going to see. Girlfriend's got, I'm not going to say how much, but she's got multiple thousands.
Good for her.
I'm like, so then I asked for a paper receipt at the ATM, took it and said, here's your balance. And she looks and she goes, see, I wasn't close to my 100. She didn't seem impressed with herself. I was more impressed with her.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'm like, wow. Where my other child, he burns it before he gets it, I feel like. So I feel like and he's older, he's 23, but I feel like I probably ask him more questions because I see. But then again, he has a motorcycle. He pays for that. He pays for the insurance. We refuse to pay for any of that kind of stuff. But if he'll ask me, hey, Mom, you got $10 I can have till today. Thursdays is always when I get you have $10 because tomorrow's paid. Thank God he gets paid every week at that job. So then I do. But then I can also tell he just it annoys him. But then I'm thinking, if it annoys you, don't ask me. I feel like as long as you're asking me to contribute, and if I'm contributing, we pay for his cell phone, we pay for his car insurance, he pays for his own motorcycle and his own motorcycle payment and his own truck payment. However, we do the car insurance, and he has type 1 diabetes, so he has insulin every month, pods. I told him if he ever moved out, he'd literally have to think things through, not do it like he did last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I feel like this week he's really kind of not pushed back bad, but I think there's somebody in his life that he likes. And I asked him a question. He goes, this is why I can't tell you anything because you're so nosy. And I said, I am not nosy. I just want to know
what's going on.
Yeah. And I go, are you afraid I won't like her? No, the time isn't right for me because I don't know where it's going. So why say anything? Well,
That's a smart answer.
it is?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I need to know who she is so I can be looking up Facebook and Instagram.
Well, that's exactly what he doesn't want you to do.
But I feel like as a mom, if I listen, nobody's going to hear this. It's a young adult. Moms and dads, I think to an extent, have great intuition. So if I see something, especially what he went through with the first one, I told him don't like, and he did. And that was a disaster for him.
But it was a learning.
Oh, such a learning. It was,
too.
I mean, he came out on the other side much better. But I don't want him to go down that road again. So if I could just take a look and peek and see like where we're at and what we post, I feel like my opinion should matter.
Does Reagan know?
Reagan, yeah, she knows more than I do, and she's not telling me. Yeah. So I just wondered, like, has your kids ever dated someone you're not?
So I know a couple times Katie's gone on some dates, but I don't even know about that. She's gone on the dates.
Until after?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's because, like, she thinks of Lindsay as her sister already. She's already said, you know, Mom, I love Lindsay. She's like a sister I never had. And I'm like, that's fantastic.
I love that.
But yeah, so Lindsay will keep track of her and make sure she's
Okay, so at least somebody know, like safety, because today's world, there's
absolutely
bat crazy people.
Yeah.
But you don't know anything? Do you know names?
No. One guy she saw a couple times, and I didn't hear about it till like afterwards. And she's like, "Oh, it wasn't going to work out, Mom. We just had nothing in common." I'm like, "Okay, cool, okay, well, whatever." I mean, she is an adult. All of the kids are now. Here's a funny point. Like you're talking about finances and stuff, and like boundaries on that. So the oldest, who you would think would have had a job years ago, just got his first full-time job, and he got his first paycheck. And I was like, how did it feel to get a paycheck, you know? And then, so now it's kind of weird for us because we're so used to paying like everything for him. No longer have him on insurance, no longer like, I don't know. So it's like a wow factor.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great. He probably feels so good too.
I would hope so.
You know what I mean? But it's not like he didn't work because he was a loser. I mean, he's busting his butt in school.
Yeah.
But he has to feel good about those paychecks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just feel like this week, Brady just was drawing some boundary lines, and I'm not sure I liked it.
Yeah, just like we have boundaries for them, they have boundaries for us.
Right.
Like, and it's a new area. It's a gray area. We don't know what to expect. So it's all like
it is a gray area.
Learning for us.
We took Brady's birthday was last week. So we took him out to dinner for his birthday this past weekend, and we're at dinner or something. And I don't know what I said. I made a comment, which I didn't think was a big deal. I made a comment and he said, "Mom, don't put that on Facebook." And I said, "I don't put stuff on Facebook like that." And he goes, "Well, you tagged me and stuff." I said, "It was your birthday. I tagged you in your birthday." He's like, "I know, but you'll also tag me in that it matters who you marry." And I said, "What?" Like, I didn't even, he goes, "Yeah." And he looks at Reagan, who's sitting across from him, goes, "Right?" Because I tagged him and Reagan. I said, "Well, I just want to remind you, it matters who you marry." I said, "Plus it helps my other friends that are your guys' age, that are really your friends. Just, it's a way of, it matters who you marry." And he's like, "Do you think I don't know that?" I said, "I know you know it, but I'm just reminding you." So I felt like he was trying to go, like, he's like, "I know, but I feel like you're trying to say we don't know that." And I'm like, "I don't think so." Because that's not what I meant. It was just
right. It was just a quick, hey, just a reminder that,
it
these
matters
kind of things
who
are important.
Yeah, but he took it as like it's just funny how he took it, that I was saying that they don't know it matters. I'm like, "No, I know you know it matters, just like it matters who your friends are." See, there you go. I'm like, "Well, I'm just reminding you." But I was always called a helicopter parent.
I wouldn't say you were a helicopter.
Everybody's like, "You were such a but you know what? I like the relationship I have with my kids now. Although I feel like sometimes I get on their nerves, but
Don't we all?
yeah, my parents got on my nerves.
Oh,
so,
man, I know I get on Brolin's nerves.
You do?
know it. Oh, yeah.
But that's because he's still here. Do you think? Because he sees you more?
sometimes I think he just wants to be left alone to deal with whatever it is he's dealing with. And he really wants, like, no aspect of the parent on board his thinking. So, like, let him do his thing, give him his space, and then the next day you might be able to talk about it. It's very difficult.
But I see where you're coming from, because I understand what you mean, but sometimes I just want him to hear different reasoning before he makes that final decision on whatever it could be. Mm-hmm. And that's where, yeah, and sometimes they don't want to hear it.
No, they don't.
But then we have to deal with the repercussion if they made the wrong decision.
You know, I guess we have to, just like the whole book, we have to let them.
That's
which is
hard.
very hard. It's very hard to let go.
It is.
Very hard.
My most learning was letting Brady, just letting him go, and a tough love, and just knowing I seen what was coming. I seen the crash course he was on, but he had to crash and burn. But that's hard.
It was hard for you. I remember.
Oh, that was awful. That was awful. But so now that's why I need to know about people that we might be interested in, because I said, and what did he say to me? Mom, I should have listened to you. And I'm like, listen, yes, I love you being my child, but I also raised you to get married and live your life. You're like getting older. It's time for you to truly start looking, and, next couple of years, spread your wings and fly. I'm not going to do something to hinder that, but I'm not going to support you being with somebody who doesn't have your best interest at heart. So that's why I have to know. And if you just tell me a first name and a last name, I can tell you within 10 minutes if it's a good person or not. I can. I'm nosy. I know ways of finding stuff out, and I'm just, it's a mom thing. It really is. So I seen this thing on, online, and I thought I took a picture of it and I didn't, but it said, your child. So you're not, and think about this. It said, you're never going to know if you were a good parent, but your child's spouse will.
Oh, that is so true.
Isn't that true?
Yes.
And I stopped, and then it went on to say, your child's spouse will hear if they had a good childhood, if you were a good mom, if you were a loving mom, how you responded, like everything that you'll never know, they will know. That hurt my heart.
Yeah. I always looked at, to me, one of the things a female needs to look at in the guy they're dating is how they treat their mother.
Yes, agree.
Because that says a whole lot.
It does. But does it? Because some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you have a mom that is not easy, maybe there's a reason why we're not like real close. But so I thought that, so I instantly went to my husband, and I'm like, that's right. I've heard the good. I've heard the bad. I've heard what loved about his childhood, what he didn't. And I'm like, I want to know what my kids are going to say. I really do. I know one. My mom never cooked. And that makes me sad, because you always, at least me, there's always a favorite dish that I liked my mom to cook. And my kids don't have that, because I don't cook. I do not cook. But they'll have that to say about Brian. My dad made whatever it is they make that he likes. So I do feel bad about that. But yeah, that made me think. I was like, that is so true.
Yeah. Lindsay, what does he say about me?
Right? And I've seen people that I love dearly that are close to me watch a child get married, and that spouse totally pushes them away from their parents.
Yeah, that's totally wrong to me.
It is so wrong. And I've seen it multiple times in my own family, and it's devastating to the parents. It's devastating.
Well, now for a boundary for that, I would say there is no boundary. You go after that, whatever it is, brother, sister, that's not trying to be part of the family anymore, and say, look, what is going on? Why is this happening?
But what if they won't tell you?
If they don't tell you, I guess you have to deal with that, but you have to make it known that that's not what you guys want. You know, we want you to be part of our family. Why are you doing this? Like, is there something that she or he is saying or doing that is making you feel this way? Because if they are, tell me and I can validate it or not.
Right. Or I can make it right. Even, or do an apology. It has, thank God, has not happened with me and my kids, but with people that I love dearly. And I mean, yeah, people I love dearly. They died with broken hearts. And family now, their hearts are broken. And it's just like, why? And unfortunately, I know how both of these people were raised. And I see their spouses, and it just seems I feel like it's so from the spouse. It's like, why though? Like, if Brian isn't my husband, Brian's an only child, but if he had siblings, and those siblings, I don't know, it's like, don't you, like, I don't know, like, don't you want your family to be like, everybody to be close and for them to love your parents the way you do? Mm-hmm. You know, whatever. That's hard because that comes with forgiveness. That's where you have to learn to forgive, and you may never know what happened. And that's what...
Yeah, that would be hard.
Especially when it's your own kid. I can't imagine. Because you know that's not how they were raised.
Yeah.
And they have multiple children, and all the other kids are normal, and this one's out there claiming stuff. And it's just like, you think they're claiming stuff. It's hard. But see, that's where I'm like you. If one of my kids started to walk away, oh, heck no. I mean, I guess you can walk away after you tell me what I did so bad to you that you can't have a relationship with me, especially when there's grandkids involved. That makes my heart hurt. Okay, well, that was my adulting today, the boundaries. So let me ask you for our this or that. Tampons or pads?
Oh my gosh, I haven't had to even think about either one for years.
Me neither. I finally made my year mark. I did. So I went to my doctor because I'm on hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
I had to go to the doctor Monday. And so she's like enlightened me. I said, okay, I haven't had Aunt Flo for a year. It was a year, July 3rd. So she said, so I said, now am I like, do I expect this for 10 more years? In my head, I thought it was 10 more years. And she said, no, it's not, like life. And I'm like, so the hot flashes, and I go, so there's not an ending in 10 years. She goes, no, it just, now it slowly goes away. She goes, but I have patients that are in their late 60s and 70s that still get hot flashes. They're just not what they were those first couple years, like year 1 and 2. She goes, so you may always get them for the rest of your life, but they should gradually just get less and less and maybe go away, maybe not. So I am now post-menopausal. Woohoo! Girl! I was like, she gave me a new title. I thought now I was in menopause for 10 years and then I was post-menopausal. I had that all wrong.
Okay.
Did you know all that?
No.
Either did I. Really. I thought there was...
Let's face it, there's not enough out there to teach us like what we're really. I know to expect really terrible things. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
I felt so. I'm like, why didn't I ask her this like for the past 5 years? Like, because I always, every time I went, Aunt Flo just came. So I was all ticked off and probably not listening. So what they'll do now is, hopefully like, they'll slowly in a couple years start taking away. I'm on the patch. And she said they'll lessen the dose and then we'll go off of it and see if like the hot flashes aren't there or they're more manageable. And if I sleep better and the night sweats go away, then I can be off of them. She said you might have to stay on them. So we'll see. I hate medicine.
Yeah.
I am a person who tries not to take medication. So yeah.
So my answer to that would have been tampon.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I was pads all the way. Tampons just made me feel awkward. They did.
Well, some of them are awkward. I mean, there's like nothing on there. It's all totally you.
Yeah.
Insertion and all this other stuff, whatever.
My sister-in-law was like, a pad is like sitting on a wet boat or something. I'm like, Okay, well, it's not like you put it on and keep it on all day. Like, every hour or so, depending on the day, like where you're at. And she's like, never. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I couldn't. I tried it a couple times. I just couldn't. Yeah. That was the one. That might have been too TMI.
A little bit. Oh, what's more embarrassing, tripping down the stairs or coming out of the bathroom with toilet paper stuck to your shoe?
Oh my gosh. With the trip, did you fall or did you just trip?
Just tripped.
That.
Really?
All day long. Heck
but
yes.
Here's the thing with me. I don't normally trip downstairs. I trip up. So
then do you fall?
Fall into the stairs.
Fall into the stairs. Really? Yeah, if I kind of slip going down, usually my big old butt hits it and then boom. You know what I mean? So, but I'd rather that than come out with toilet paper.
Isn't that the worst?
I know, I've never done it. Have you?
Yeah. Or I've seen people do it and I'm like, hey, you got something on your shoe?
Or someone like the one piece dress you have on. I've seen a couple times where it's in their underwear. Brian got so mad at me because I told the lady, he's like, you didn't even know her. I said, I don't care.
Would you want to walk around
No.
with that?
Just like if we talked about this in I think the first episode, if I have a booger or lipstick on my teeth, you better tell me. Just like that. If your butt's out there, how embarrassing.
Yeah.
He's like, wasn't that embarrassing to go tell her? Me doing it is better than 700 people in this public store we're at.
Right. Or you could say something like, let me help you with something.
Yeah. I don't want to take care of it. There might be poo on it.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm not taking care of it like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be awkward.
Yeah. So no, I won't do the toilet. I'll take the trip. Thank you. As long as I don't break anything.
I still, like, if a guy's flies unzipped, I still have an issue a little bit sometimes, though, telling him.
Yeah, I don't think
Unless it's my husband. If I tell him, like, hey, your fly's open. Maybe that's the way I want it.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't you hate that?
Oh, my gosh.
Don't you hate that so bad?
He's the worst when it comes to that.
I don't know if I could tell a guy that, because then I would feel like I was looking.
Barn door's open.
Well, that's good. You can make a comment like that. Yeah. What kind of fruitcake keeps their fly open?
I don't think they do it intentionally, you know?
Zip that up when you're...
Yeah.
Listen, it's guys. They go pee in urinals. That's disgusting. I would stare, and not because I'm interested. Who just stands there and pees and doesn't look around? I'd have to. Wouldn't you? It's like girls.
Curiosity.
Yeah. It would kill me because I'd be like, oh. And then I'd probably be embarrassed for him if it was not appropriately.
OMG. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. And hope you guys can listen in again. You can watch us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,